If we look back at it, it's about how people want to use the power of healing, self-healing, the healing power of nature as well, to help them to live better. The most important thing is not about the history, it's more about how people has, since the beginning of time, how we human beings actually longing for healing all the time. Like, because we don't just get sick right now. Nowadays, we're, back in the days, back in the time, the beginning of time, that we are encountering illness, we encountering the weakness of the body, or the sickness of the child in the tribe. So people always look for a way to heal themselves, and we do have the power of healing. And so people back in the days, they look for herbs, they look for ways to relieve the pain, make them stronger, sleep better. And over time, Chinese medicine, it adapted those ideas. It stemmed from that, it started from that, and then stem from the idea, and also adapt other culture and other healing method, like Tibetan medicine, like Ayurvedic medicine. Actually, they come in and then merge into Chinese medicine. So you can see that even with Ayurvedic medicine, you see the idea of Chinese medicine embedded in it, or vice versa. So I think the history is about how, if we look back at it, it's about how people want to use the power of healing, self-healing, the healing power of nature as well, to help them to live better. So why is it relevant nowadays? What I would like to say is that we're very lucky to have conventional medicine. I think it's great for many, many occasions. However, one of the things that I learned from my own training is that conventional medicine a lot of time overlook what our body, this person really needs. So because it stems from the reductionism. So your body is dissected in different areas. So the endocrine system, the cardiovascular system, the skeletal muscular system, the reproductive organ. So if anything goes wrong, you look at the system, but you never look at how it interact with other systems. So if you have issue with let's say your menstruation, you go to the gynecologist, but you will not look at that. Maybe it's the stress that causes it. Chinese medicine look at the holistic part of things, like how do this system interact with another, and how does that manifest as as this person. And because it's not just about something going wrong with that system, but also how it interact with the nature, how it interact with other people, and how that the change of the climate affect our body. So a lot of time when I think we have a disconnection nowadays, especially regarding our health, regarding our own existence. There are a lot of times that I will hear people saying that I have existential crisis. And I think that's also because that we're so disconnected by, even with our own body, what our body needs, regard of what food to eat, what time to sleep. And I think, the conventional medicine is really good. But the Chinese medicine really bring us back to what we really, really need, physically, mentally, spiritually. So I think it's very relevant now, especially now, because there are so many things going on that can distract us, that doesn't help us to put the focus back to ourselves. So I think that's why Chinese medicine should be, and this is my own little personal soapbox, should be part of the medical system, because that the need for healing ourselves or connect with ourselves and the nature, it's always there. And I think traditional Chinese medicine really provide a guidance for us. Yes, definitely. That's where my specialty really comes in, because, like I said, conventional medicine, it really help with the symptom. By whether it's taking away the symptom, masking the symptom, it doesn't matter. It's more symptomatic treatment. Is it bad? No, because when you need a symptomatic relief, you need a conventional medicine. But a lot of time, the symptom keeps coming back. Do you want to take the same medication all the time? Sometimes you probably need it, but is there anything else that we can do so that we can live a better life and not be bound to that medication? Yes, they are. And Chinese medicine really provide a good tool, because a lot of time when we are taking the medication, it comes with side effect. And also, not to mention, a lot of us want to know what really caused it. So with the conventional medicine helping with the symptomatic relief, how about let's use Chinese medicine and connect with our body and then really find the root cause of it. Like, what caused the stress, what caused the inflammation, what caused the pain, what caused the irregular menstruation, what caused the infertility. And from there, go back to the root of what is this person about? What's the constitution of this person? And then we go from there, because it's our symptom is just a manifestation of what is out of balance. So by looking at what is in balance and then go back to a balance, get back to the balance, I think that's, if we have a tool for that, I think that should be the one that we go for. Interesting question. I think, the definition of science is how you can test that idea and retest it and then prove that whatever the conclusion comes in can be applied and reapplied. And that's what Chinese medicine about. And then let's go back to the history of Chinese medicine, because I talk about like how people always find ways to heal themselves. And by adapting and time testing method like acupuncture, like certain herbs and formula, Chinese medicine is a very systemic school of medicine, but just by itself. So there are a lot of theories that they are tested over time and time again and proven that it's true. Like for inflammation, there are certain points and certain herbs that can help. Although the problem with the Chinese medicine, or nowadays, or for people that don't have a good idea about what Chinese medicine is that because the term is not what we use nowadays. Those terms are invented hundreds or thousands of years ago. So there's a gap in between. And that's why, people that has the training of both conventional medicine and Chinese medicine, really it comes in handy to help bridge the gap. Because a lot of times when we talk about, for instance, if you go to a Chinese medicine doctor or acupuncturist, they will say, okay, heat toxin. But what is heat toxin? A lot of time it could be that the overactive of certain physical function, as in like inflammation. Inflammation, is it bad? Is it something that come from nowhere? No, it's our body's capability of healing. That's just part of it. But if we go overboard, like too much inflammation, that become a toxin. So we have to clear heat, we have to clear toxin. So we're talking about the same thing. It's just using a different term. So yes, I do believe that Chinese medicine is very scientific, because there are many theories that they are tested. And nowadays, even with, let's say, NIH in America, they have fundings for testing Chinese medicine or acupuncture or even herbal formula, and then use on that. Especially right now, with the COVID that we still have very fresh memory of, that we tested a lot. There are a lot of research regarding acupuncture, how acupuncture treats COVID, or this formula, or certain herbs that help to treat COVID, or long COVID even. And there are many, medical professionals or scientists like to find ways, to help, regarding advancement of medicine. And Chinese medicine also is part of it. So I'm very glad that nowadays, even with the mainstream medicine, they're happy to look at Chinese medicine and then give them the funding and the opportunity to test it out. So yes. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow me, and I'll see you soon.